So I'm here on Wilshire Boulevard with my partner Amr Samaha, who's actually developing my dream home on a mountain now, but he also is developing this building. So he's gonna give us a tour of what exactly they're about to do and how they're gonna make a ton of money on this. How much do you think this will make?
I think in the ballpark of $200 million or so.
200 million. Well, show me why. Let's go see it.
Yeah, let's do it. So for this entry lobby, we're basically ripping all of this out and it's becoming a hotel lobby for all intents and purposes. The only things that are gonna stay in place are these elevator bays. Everything else is gonna be your quintessential hotel. This building is 17 stories. We're going to retain about 10 of those levels as luxury apartment living.
Okay.
And then the 7 levels above that are gonna be a hotel. They're gonna be managed and operated by a hotel partner that we will bring on board.
So just down here is all lobby and maybe like some retail or something?
Lobby and restaurants is basically what we're gonna go for.
Okay.
There might be a cinema. We're still in talks with the Academy Museum with how we're gonna dedicate those spaces.
Yep.
But the general concept is, for all intents and purposes, this is gonna be a hotel lobby.
Yep.
With 2 restaurants. This actually
That used to be a bank.
That used to be a bank, yes.
Yep.
This used to be the City National Bank building.
Okay.
And this used to be City National, right?
Got it.
So this will be a restaurant.
That's
this
good.
exact space.
Then you got another one. That'll probably be a restaurant.
That's actually going to be the hotel lobby. So once you walk in through the street, you want to check in, it'll be to the right
Okay.
here. And then that will be the restaurant. And then all the way in the back there to the right, there might be a screening room. I mentioned this earlier. Okay. And then on the left side is going to be more of like coffee bar amenities.
Okay.
And that's kind of like where we entered on the left side.
Okay. Well, let's see some of these floors. We got 17 of them. It's my lucky number. So.
Yeah. I think there's a couple of floors that are completely been blown out. So those would be good examples to show you.
Yeah.
And then we'll show you the office after.
Okay.
So this is an example of what an open floor plate looks like. And I think this is one of the spaces that I could actually explain to you why this is important. So because of the design of the building, we're actually very flexible on how we could reorganize the spaces. If you look up here, it's just basically simple beams and column structure. There isn't really much that we need to interfere with.
Right.
So in that sense, it's a good thing because we could reconfigure the floor plate to put as many hotel rooms as we want, right?
Right. So what level are we on right now?
We're on the 5th floor.
So this would be hotel rooms, or no, is the
Correct.
apartment?
It's supposed to be apartments, but the idea is apartments net more money on higher floors, and hotel rooms don't actually make a difference.
Yeah.
Exactly. So we're in negotiation. They want the upper 7 levels. We want them to take the lower 7 levels.
Oh, because you're going to be partnering with another hotel to service it.
Correct.
And all that stuff.
Correct. So to that end, we're still amidst the conversation with them, but as of right now, it's supposed to be apartments.
Yeah.
We're trying to push those apartments further up. But for all intents and purposes, all the floor plates are exactly the same.
Yeah.
And what we're trying to do is give every room a little piece of the view, right?
Right, right.
And we have a few creative ways that you'll see in some of our designs and renderings that you'll have here shortly.
Yeah. How much renovation do you think you're going to put into this building to do it all?
Oh my God, man, that's an overwhelming question. But to be very honest with you, I think the way we're gonna do it is by piecemeal. So the way we're going about it is we're first converting the apartments, and then we're converting 3 floors of the hotel, right? Once those 3 floors are operational, we're doing the next 3 floors. And that's more so a proof of concept sort of mechanism that we're using.
Right.
In terms of total dollar value, we're currently working on that, and I don't want to put it out on camera.
Yeah.
But it's going to be a lot of money.
But we're talking 9 figures.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah. So 9 figures of renovation. That's a big development.
It is a big development, but
Yeah.
you know, the NOI on this development, just on the hotel part, is $11 million.
All right, so for those who don't know, NOI stands for net operating income. It's how we calculate the value of commercial real estate. So when Amr says it's an 11 million net operating income, that's like the pure net profit. Now what you do is you take that number and divide it by the cap rate. So what's the cap rate here?
We're looking at around 6%.
So at 6%, 11 million divided by 6%. Let's do some quick math. What do we got here? 11 divided by 0.06. talking $183 million valuation, but that's not the whole building.
Nope, that's the hotel portion of it.
That's just the hotel. And
Yeah.
so you're gonna still make money on the apartment and everything else.
Exactly. So there's some good money to be made here.
So the 200 million that you told me earlier is sounding pretty light, because that's just the hotel.
It is. We like to be conservative.
Yeah. All right,
Yeah.
well, let's see the rest of the building.
Yeah, let's do it. Right here, which is gonna be the event venue for the hotel. And basically, we have this 18-foot ceiling
Yep.
that runs throughout this entire floor plate. So the only space that won't be part of this event venue would just be where the elevators and staircase circulate, right?
Right.
And everything else is just gonna be this massive panoramic event space. And
Right.
basically, it's for whether it be events, weddings, or even a nightclub. At some point, we were in talks with Buddha Bar. They might be one of our clients for this, but we're not sure if that deal's gonna go through.
Well, if you look at just like, you get full panoramic views of the city everywhere in this space. And what, like, is it just gonna be this right here, or how's it gonna be?
No, it's gonna go all the way around. So
You're gonna blow out this wall.
nothing will exist except for the staircase and the elevator.
Right.
And then everything else is gonna be one continuous circular space
Oh, that's
that
gonna
goes
be
around.
tight.
Yeah.
You could probably put like the kitchen and stuff near the elevator, maybe, or prep
So
rooms.
yeah, that's the general idea, is that we'll have all the services around the core where
Yep.
power, water, and circulation exist. And then everything else is just gonna be massive open space.
Dude, that's crazy.
Yeah, it's gonna be one of the most unique spaces in LA in terms of the views and how open it is.
Well, you could for sure throw weddings here. You could throw,
Yeah.
you know, business parties. Well, and dude, for your office space, man,
Yeah,
you know, you could use this for whatever.
Yeah, I'm super excited. The only thing is, I probably can't afford this space.
Well, you don't need to use it all the time. Just rent it.
But thankfully, our office space is in the building,
Yeah.
and it's about half the floor plate. So
Yeah.
we have a very generous office space.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, it's our office space.
That's true. I totally forgot that we got a lot of things in the works. We'll talk
Yeah.
about that in the space. Like, I
Yeah.
want to visualize what we got going on in the space
Yeah,
and
yeah.
how we're going to execute.
Super excited about that. Also, you got to check this out, dude. Let me show you this. This is super cool.
Dude,
Look at this view.
I see the Hollywood sign over there.
Yeah,
So is that the Hollywood Hills? Everything?
correct. All of this
Dude.
is the Hollywood Hills. This is the West Hollywood Hills, which demands a premium to just the Hollywood Hills. Down there is Beverly Hills. You can kind of see the chapel right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the city.
You got
And
the city right here, the
that's
sunset.
Century City.
Yeah.
Over there is the sunset and the ocean.
And what's over on this side?
Man, I wish I knew. I honestly don't know. But one thing I do know is we're actually keeping this helipad, and we're working with Joby Aviation to bring in an autonomous taxi. So this is one of the coolest things, and the city of LA will be one of the first cities in the world to have this kind of technology. And it's basically a helicopter that will be able to transport you. You're flying out of Burbank, right?
Right.
You'd be able to take an autonomous taxi from our building directly to Burbank so that you'd be able to catch your flight.
Wow.
And it connects multiple points in the city just the same way. And our building is one of the only locations throughout the city that is allowed to have this kind of technology.
Dude, that is insane.
Yeah, man.
This is easily one of the best views in the city.
Yeah,
Like, where else can you get a full panoramic view of everything?
Honestly, I don't think anywhere. Maybe there's a couple of hotels on Sunset Strip, but
Yeah.
other than that, I think this is it. This is the crown jewel.
Yeah, dude.
And right here is the new Academy Museum. That
Yeah.
ball-looking auditorium is where they'll be holding all the Oscars.
Yeah.
Within this block alone, there's about $1 billion of real estate investment.
Wow.
And we're gonna ride the coattails of that by developing this building right here.
Yeah.
It's gonna be fantastic. I can't wait till this thing's done.
Dude, this is insane. If
Super
this
excited.
is if this is like already this, I can't wait to see what you're gonna do with your office.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
me too.
Let me go see what you guys are doing. Where you
Let's
guys
do
are
it.
at.
So this is where our new offices are gonna be.
Oh, dude, you already got the Samaha Holdings.
Yeah, man. Suite 800.
There we go.
Yeah. So it's currently being worked on, but this is a space.
Yeah.
We're upgrading to 7,500 square feet of space. So It's a lot more space than we currently have now. We're about 2,000 square feet.
Wow.
Yeah. So I can try to describe what's happening here.
Yeah.
Right here is going to be a reception desk with our COO's office right behind it.
Okay.
And then this is going to be our conference room. Here's going to be a library that wraps around and goes all the way out to create a hallway right there. And then here's going to be the bullpen, where basically all our architects would be in this central space.
Right.
This is going to be my office. And then this is going to be our head of design's office. I mentioned the conference room earlier.
Yep.
This area where we're standing is going to be where we'd have like lounge space for people to hang out, or our clients to also wait. In the back here is actually something that we're doing for our businesses, right? So we have a recording studio and a few offices for some of the businesses that we're talking about. So, we're getting into the metaverse space. So we're dedicating, this bottom half of the space towards those functions. So visual artists, programmers. And right here is our recording studio. So whenever you're in town, you got a space.
You guys didn't know, but Amr and I, he's alluding to businesses we have together. So one thing was spec builds. So we're doing some luxury spec builds we're working on in Vegas that are really exciting. The second thing you mentioned is the metaverse. So I've been hinting at the metaverse and NFTs and all this stuff, and I've talked about my development team, and one aspect of the development team is having a creative director, somebody who has ideas crazier than even I have. And so being able to piece all these things together, and I'll just give you guys one little hint about it though, is that so many things that we do in real estate development are going to be so similar to the metaverse. And so having a developer on the team is going to be something pretty crazy. But then my house, you're building my house. Yeah,
and your house actually surprisingly is not much work than doing this hundreds of millions of dollars building. And the reason is this building is a typical floor plate, so we could repeat it again and again. But your house is unique in every corner.
That makes sense. I was like, when you first told me that, I said, you're just being whatever, because the house is ridiculous. And we'll show you guys the house another time. But it makes sense because if all these floors are the exact same, it's just, you design one floor and it's it.
Exactly. So we're basically designing a typical floor plate, and that will repeat. That's unfair to me. We're doing one for the apartments, and we're doing one for the hotel rooms, right? So those are two different floor plates and a lobby. 3 different plans and elevations. So the exterior of the building and how all those things communicate together.
And the exterior is crazy. We'll show you guys this on the B-roll. The exterior is nuts.
Yeah, super excited to bring that to life. And that exterior actually pays for itself. So the building is being cooled down by this exterior by 78%, which brings down the electricity bill. So over the course of 30 years, the idea is the exterior of the building would be for free.
Right. Yeah. Well, dude, this is super exciting, especially considering that I'm gonna have an office in LA now. So
super excited.
Every time I can come out here, I'll be able to meet clients and do collabs and podcasts and other things. So.
Yeah, dude, looking forward to it.
Well, and that'll be probably the smallest thing that we end up doing.
We have so much going on. I'm so excited for the next 2 years, man.
Yeah, dude. Well, I appreciate you showing me this, dude. I'm excited.
Yeah, see you around.
Yep. Guys, if you enjoyed this video and you want to see more content like this, make sure you're subscribed. I'll catch you on the next one.